While America spent decades perfecting the Apache and Russia dominated with the Havoc, Italy quietly developed the only new Western attack helicopter designed from scratch in over 30 years. And it's changing everything about rotorcraft warfare. For years, defense analysts dismissed Italy's AW249 program as overly ambitious for a minor defense industry. Critics questioned whether Italy could deliver true next-generation capabilities, asking, why not just buy Apaches? And insisting that advanced battle management was too complex for European engineering. But then, the AW249 Fenice took flight in August 2022. And this impossible helicopter achieved something no other attack helicopter has: open architecture, MUMT capability, and network-centric warfare integration that makes it the backbone of multi-domain operations. Today, I'm exposing how Italy's impossible helicopter became the model for future rotorcraft warfare, proving that sometimes the most innovative weapons come from the most unexpected places. I've spent countless hours researching this through Leonardo helicopters' technical documents and leaked NATO interoperability reports. Chapter 1, the systematic dismissal that convinced everyone this program would fail. Chapter 2, the breakthrough moment that proved Italy's gamble was brilliant engineering. Chapter 3, the operational vindication that shocked international observers. Chapter 4, the global revolution in helicopter warfare philosophy. Chapter 5, the classified future that has competitors scrambling to catch up. The reality is, Italy didn't try to build a better Apache. They built the helicopter that makes the Apache look like yesterday's technology. Here's how the entire defense establishment systematically dismissed Italy's helicopter ambitions as impossible overreach. The technical demands seemed too advanced for a secondary defense industry. When Italy announced the AW249 program in 2017 with a €487 million development contract, international experts immediately questioned the specifications. Open architecture integration, MUMT capability, and network-centric warfare demands were considered too ambitious for any manufacturer, let alone one without decades of attack helicopter experience. The criticism was brutal and systematic. Defense analysts wrote that Italy should stick to utility helicopters, that attack helicopter development required American or Russian-level resources, and that the AW249's specifications read like a wish list rather than achievable requirements. Aviation Week published articles questioning whether Italy could achieve basic stealth characteristics. Jane's Defense Weekly suggested the program was more about national pride than military necessity. Even NATO allies privately expressed doubts about Italy's ability to deliver on such ambitious promises. But here's what those critics completely missed. Italy wasn't trying to compete with existing helicopters. They were building the helicopter that would make existing platforms obsolete. The open architecture wasn't over-ambition, it was future-proofing. The MUMT capability wasn't complexity, it was force multiplication. The network-centric integration wasn't wishful thinking, it was operational necessity. The skeptics were judging 2025 requirements by 1985 standards, and completely missing that Italy was building the helicopter everyone else would eventually need to copy. And the August 2022 first flight proved that every impossible specification was actually achievable. Here's how the August 2022 first flight transformed skepticism into recognition. The AW249 didn't just fly successfully. It demonstrated capabilities that established manufacturers had declared impossible. The flight test program revealed something no amount of computer modeling could prove. Italy's technological gamble had actually worked. The open architecture integrated seamlessly. The digital systems functioned flawlessly, and the helicopter performed exactly as the impossible specifications promised. The real breakthrough came from rapid integration testing that followed. While other helicopters require years to integrate new systems, the AW249 demonstrated plug-and-play capability with NATO standard equipment, proving that open architecture wasn't just marketing, but genuine technological advancement. Test pilots reported something unprecedented. The helicopter's digital backbone allowed real-time reconfiguration of mission parameters during flight. Weapons systems, sensor packages, and communication protocols could be modified on demand without returning to base or extensive ground preparation. Leaked test reports revealed the AW249's digital backbone allowed real-time integration with ground forces, naval units, and fixed-wing aircraft in ways that traditional helicopters simply cannot match. We're talking about a helicopter that functions as a node in a larger network, rather than an isolated platform. The psychological impact on competitors was immediate and devastating. Established manufacturers realized they were facing a helicopter designed for warfare concepts that their legacy platforms couldn't even attempt to match. Boeing, Airbus helicopters, and Russian helicopters all began emergency assessments of their own programs. Internal memos leaked suggesting that the AW249 represented a generational threat to established market positions. And the Stella Alpina 2024 exercise proved that theoretical capability translated into operational dominance. Here's how the Stella Alpina 2024 exercise provided the ultimate vindication. The AW249 didn't just participate in multi-domain operations. It became the central coordination platform that enabled capabilities no other helicopter could provide. The exercise results read like science fiction. Real-time coordination between ground forces, naval units, and air assets through a single helicopter platform that functioned as a flying command center. Target identification, threat assessment, and engagement coordination, happening faster than traditional command structures could even process the information. The real vindication came from international observers who witnessed capabilities they hadn't thought possible. NATO representatives, potential export customers, and competitor analysis teams all reached the same conclusion. The AW249 represented a generational leap in rotorcraft warfare. The exercise demonstrated something revolutionary. The AW249 could coordinate a complex air-ground operation involving multiple aircraft types, ground-based air defense systems, and naval vessels, all through its integrated battle management system. Classified observer reports revealed the AW249's network-centric capabilities allowed it to coordinate complex operations that would normally require multiple platforms and extensive ground-based command structures. We're talking about a helicopter that multiplies force effectiveness rather than simply adding firepower. Polish military observers were so impressed that they immediately began export negotiations. Other NATO allies started requesting technical briefings. Defense contractors who had dismissed the program suddenly realized they were facing technology that made their platforms look obsolete. The most telling moment came when American Apache crews requested joint training exercises with AW249 units. The same military that had questioned Italy's capabilities was now asking to learn from Italian innovations. The exercise proved that Italy hadn't just built a good helicopter. They had created the template for future rotorcraft warfare. Here's where this story reveals broader implications for military aviation. The AW249's success is forcing a complete rethink of helicopter warfare philosophy worldwide. The technical specifications tell the story of revolutionary thinking. 8,300 kilogram maximum takeoff weight, 287 km/h maximum speed, 796 km range with 4-hour endurance. Performance that matches or exceeds established platforms while adding capabilities they can't touch. The weapons integration reveals the true innovation. 20mm rotary cannon, Spike anti-tank missiles, Stinger air-to-air capability, and 6 hardpoints that can accommodate any NATO standard munition. We're talking about a helicopter that can engage any threat while coordinating with any friendly force. But the real revolution is philosophical. The AW249 proves that future helicopters must be designed as network nodes, rather than isolated platforms. Every major helicopter manufacturer is now scrambling to retrofit their existing designs with similar capabilities. Intelligence reports suggest that China and Russia have both initiated crash programs to develop AW249 equivalent capabilities. The helicopter that was dismissed as Italian overambition has become the benchmark that every military helicopter program must now meet or exceed. The export interest tells the real story of transformation. Poland's purchase negotiations, Australian evaluation requests, and classified inquiries from multiple NATO allies, all seeking the capabilities that only the AW249 currently provides. What should concern competitors worldwide? The AW249's modular design allows continuous capability upgrades without platform replacement. While other helicopters become obsolete, the AW249 evolves with new technologies and changing requirements. The 30-plus-year upgrade margin means this helicopter will remain relevant long after current platforms are retired. What should keep competitor engineers awake at night? The AW249's transformation from dismissed concept to operational reality might be just the beginning of Italy's challenge to established helicopter hierarchies. Current development programs suggest that the lessons learned from AW249's success are being applied to next-generation systems. We're talking about Rotorcraft that could make the current AW249 look primitive, while maintaining the integration philosophy that created the original breakthrough. The most intriguing development is how the AW249 model, future-focused design, open architecture, network-centric integration, is influencing other military aviation programs worldwide. Classified reports suggest that Leonardo is already working on AW249 variants optimized for specific mission profiles. Naval operations, special forces insertion, and even unmanned configurations that could operate autonomously or under remote control. The artificial intelligence integration roadmap is particularly concerning for competitors. Future AW249 variants will incorporate machine learning algorithms that can adapt tactics in real time, coordinate with swarms of unmanned systems, and make engagement decisions faster than human pilots can process threats. Intelligence assessments suggest that by 2030, the AW249 platform could serve as the command node for entire unmanned helicopter squadrons. We're talking about a single manned helicopter controlling multiple autonomous attack platforms. Force multiplication that no existing helicopter can even attempt. The most classified aspect involves integration with space-based assets. Sources suggest the AW249's open architecture is being designed to interface directly with satellite networks, providing real-time intelligence and targeting data that would make it nearly impossible to counter through conventional means. Some defense analysts predict that the AW249 approach, designing for adaptability rather than immediate perfection, will become the template for future military aircraft development across all categories. The AW249's transformation from dismissed concept to operational breakthrough represents the ultimate proof that innovation comes from understanding future requirements rather than perfecting current capabilities. Italy's impossible helicopter has proven that sometimes the most revolutionary weapons come from the most unexpected places. The Fenice story reveals everything about how military technology should evolve through future-focused design, open architecture, and network-centric integration, rather than incremental improvements to legacy platforms. While established manufacturers focused on perfecting yesterday's concepts, Italy built tomorrow's helicopter today. What we're witnessing isn't just the success of a single helicopter program, it's the emergence of a new paradigm in military aviation. The AW249 has forced every helicopter manufacturer worldwide to rethink their approach to rotorcraft warfare. The implications extend far beyond helicopters. The same philosophy that created the AW249's success, modular design, open architecture, network-centric integration, is now being applied to fighter aircraft, naval vessels, and ground combat systems across multiple nations. We're looking at the beginning of a fundamental shift in how military technology is developed. Instead of closed, proprietary systems designed for specific threats, the future belongs to adaptable platforms that can evolve with changing requirements. The AW249's 30-plus year upgrade potential means we'll be watching this helicopter evolve and adapt for decades to come. Each upgrade, each new capability integration, will provide lessons that influence the next generation of military aviation. For established defense contractors, the AW249 represents an existential challenge. Adapt to the new paradigm of open, modular, network-centric design, or risk becoming irrelevant in future military aviation markets. If you found this transformation story as fascinating as I did, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more deep dives into military technology that's reshaping modern warfare. Your support helps me spend countless hours researching these incredible stories that reveal how innovation really happens in defense technology. Do you think the AW249 proves that future-focused design beats incremental improvement? Or are we seeing a temporary disruption in established helicopter hierarchies? More importantly, which military technology transformation story should I investigate next? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this debate about innovation versus tradition is reshaping military aviation worldwide. And your insights help guide where we explore next.